Should I start?
One second.
Yeah, of course.
TV, I'm radio. Yeah.
Introduce me. Ready? Everything all right? Hi, I'm Tom Natito. I'm the Executive Deputy Commissioner of State OGS, or Office of General Services. We're super excited about our July 4th event tomorrow. We again have our premier sponsor of Price Chopper Market 32. There's a lot going on tomorrow. It's not just a party. We have a naturalization event for 13 new American citizens. Excuse me, 60. Sorry about that. Start from the beginning. Hi, Tom Natito. I'm the Executive Deputy Commissioner of State Office of General Services. We're super excited about our July 4th event tomorrow here on the Empire State Plaza. We're again really happy to have our premier sponsor, Price Chopper Market 32. There's a lot going on tomorrow. We're starting the day with a naturalization event for 16 new citizens coming from 13 countries. We have a flyover event, which is very exciting. We have some local jazz bands. And then we have our event here on the plaza. There's vendors, there's food, there's drink, there's music, superb bands. Oh God, this is bad. Sorry. I haven't done it in a while. Sorry. Is the pacing okay, Joe? All right. Last time. Hi, I'm Tom Natito. I'm the Executive Deputy Commissioner here at the State Office of General Services. We're super happy to have our event tomorrow for July 4th here on the Empire State Plaza. We're thrilled as always to have our premier sponsor, Price Chopper Market 32. There's a lot going on tomorrow, and it's a big party, and it's a great day for the families. There's a lot of events going on, but it's not just a party. To start the day, we're going to have a naturalization ceremony for 16 new American citizens coming from 13 different countries. Following that event, we're going to have a flyover, and then there's a lot going on the plaza. There's going to be vendors with food and drink. There's a lot of activities for families. We say bring the family, bring the children. Please leave the pets home. No glass containers. But this is going to be a great event. We have a fantastic musical lineup coming, followed by the premier fireworks in the region. We're all super excited to have it, and we urge you to come down and enjoy the fun. So I'd like to now introduce Mona Golub from the Price Chopper Market 32, our premier sponsor of this event. Mona?
Thanks. I'm a little shorter than he is. Let me know you're all set. Price Chopper Market 32 is thrilled to be back here again in the majestic Empire State Plaza, celebrating the 48th celebration of July 4th here. We established this event back in the bicentennial year and have been sponsor ever since. It's a great opportunity, as we see it, to bring our community together to not only celebrate the fun of July 4th, but to honor those who have fought for our independence so that we can enjoy it, so that we can come together and enjoy good food and beverage and great music, and of course, the very biggest and best fireworks display of the entire year right here in the capital of New York State, heart of Albany.
Okay, can we take any questions?
It's not a press conference. It's
Yep.
just a clip.
Okay.
So they're just taking.
They told me it was just an answer questions
Okay.
ceremony. So that's why.
Yeah, we'd love to answer questions if you have them. I had a few more things I wanted to say, but that's okay.
Mona.
Can we ask you about the history? Just to
Sure.
explain a little bit more.
No problem.
Tell us a little bit more about the rich history of the celebration.
Well, it was back in 1976 that Price Chopper wanted to do something for its hometown region that would be spectacular. Never imagined it would go beyond that initial year, but more than 10,000 people showed up right here on the plaza, and enjoyed a spectacular evening of music and fireworks and good vendor food. And we decided to do it again the next year and then the next, and we've not stopped and we don't intend to. We've worked in partnership with New York State Office of General Services ever since, and really seen the event grow to include thousands. And because the fireworks show itself is so grandiose, the biggest and best of the region, people are watching from miles away. So from wherever you watch, from your friends at Price Chopper Market 32, we hope you have a wonderful Independence Day.
And coming off of that, following up to that, maybe you could talk a little bit about how it's evolved, like just becoming better and better, and the different changes that you guys have seen over the years. Because even though it's fireworks and a lot of fun, it's changed over time ever since it started, even before you even became a part of it with Price Chopper Market 32.
Well, Price Chopper Market 32 has been a part of it since the very beginning, and the event has evolved over time to include various elements of activity during the afternoon when people arrive. It's a family-friendly event for sure, but in addition to there being plenty of good food and drink, there are interesting things to do. The majestic setting itself is just wonderful for people to settle into and ready themselves for an evening of great music, local, national, as well as the fireworks, and of course the naturalization ceremony and other elements that remind us why we celebrate July 4th. It's about our independence and what makes this country so special.
Not including the fact that it was moved to July 5th last year, are there any changes or additions from last year that we should be aware of?
Thankfully, this year the weather is looking great, so we expect to be here on July 4th proper. It's always nice to be able to move to the 5th if we have to, so we don't have to cancel the wonderful fireworks show. But we'll be here on the plaza with all the bells and whistles on, and OGS has articulated those, and I'm sure can do more so for you.
And with the hot weather tomorrow, will there be anything that you guys will be doing to assist in that if need be?
Again, I would defer to OGS, has all the detail about hosting the event here on the plaza and what amenities they will have available or suggest that people bring with them.
Obviously, we want people to stay hydrated while they're here. It's one of the reasons I mentioned we shouldn't be bringing pets here. There is going to be misting stations and a variety of other means for people to cool off. Also, the downstairs concourse level is air conditioned. People can go into that area if need be.
And then what other additions or changes from last year that you can tell us about?
The lineup, the sequence of events is really the same as last year. The bands have obviously changed, and we again have a superb lineup of music for us.
There was a last minute change in the performer that seemed like it was beyond everyone's control. How did you come up with someone new and people are excited about?
Yeah, it's a good point. Bruce Hornsby was scheduled to be here, lost his voice a couple of days ago at an event, tried to power through and was able to, so we had to quickly find a replacement, and we were very fortunate to find Orleans, who's a superb band with a lot of hits that people will recognize, and we look forward to hearing them tomorrow.
How were you able to get in touch with them to get them up here?
Well, we work with booking agents and a variety of other sources that people on staff have. And quickly, I want to compliment our event staff. They just jumped into it and got it done in a very short amount of time. It was very challenging, but they got it done, and we're very pleased with the results.
So one thing I'm curious about, for whoever can speak to it, I didn't realize you've mentioned the naturalization ceremony. What does that look like? I mean, being a reporter, I know, but for people who have no idea, what is this? What happens?
Sure. So the naturalization ceremony is run by the U.S. government. We have new citizens that are being sworn in. There's a whole ceremony for that. A judge presides over it. And that's the point at which we have a variety of other entertainment, and we have the flyover after that. It's really a superb event for the folks attending and their families, and frankly, all of us who get to see that happen. It's a lot of these folks have had a difficult decision to come here, and many a very difficult journey to get here. And so to see that ceremony is really very moving.
What about security? Anything people should know about the safety here on the property?
Yeah, we're fortunate to have the state police here and other security. It's always been a very safe event. As I mentioned, there are some rules for what you can and cannot bring here. but there's a significant presence from the state police, and we really have not had any issues with that. Thank you.
So, just my final question is about how long can we folks who are coming to see the show expect it to last?
Okay, so the naturalization ceremony starts at about 5 o'clock, and there's a flyover, and there'll be a break after that. The fireworks are expected to go off at about 9 p.m. So at the end of that, 9:30 or whenever the fireworks are over. So it's a long day, but there's a lot going on and a lot to do.
Thank you.
And could you go over maybe like ideas of maybe when people should get here? There's parking restrictions, and a lot of people are expected here on the plaza alone. So any recommendations for anyone coming along those lines?
Yeah, as Mona had said, we expect a lot of people here, from sometimes 10 to 20,000 people. The OGS state garages underneath the Empire State Plaza are open and free to the public. And there are, starting at 4 o'clock is when we really open the grounds. So you can start setting up and arriving anytime after that. Some of our surface lots in the area that we run are also going to be open to the public. So there should be a significant amount of parking for those who are driving in.
And a lot of patience for the traffic.
We have John Flanagan from Centauri's Fireworks.
Oh, great.
Talk a little bit about what's happening today and set up, and then a little bit about the show.
Okay.
Sure. And if you could be so kind, just because I'm in radio, if you could say and spell your name, basically how you'd want to hear yourself on the air.
John Flanagan, JOHN, with Santori's world famous fireworks. I'm one of the managers, so I can open up to any questions you want to know about the show, what we're doing.
What kind of prep are you doing right now?
Right now they're setting up all the racks, and here in the plaza we have 2 locations on both sides of the reflecting pool, and we have rafts in the water. We'll have low aerial stuff going off there, and this year we have stuff that's going to go in the water and go out of the water, and it's going to be spectacular.
Is that new?
That's new. Yes.
So when it comes to actually planning a show like this, what's the behind the scenes? I see all the racks, the tubes, but how do you get here?
There's a lot, and we started thinking about this after the 4th of July, what we could do next year to make it that much better. And so we get the music, we have to listen to the music, and then the music always changes for the most part, and so we have to choreograph it. That's one part of it. All these racks here, they're all labeled, so when we come here tomorrow to load the product, every shell has a home, so it's able to talk to the computer. It's got to be plugged in properly so it goes off in the proper place. So there's a lot to it, and then once we get the script going, we pull all the racks we need, and then we come here and we have a script that we go off of. Okay, what goes in each section, so it corresponds with the labels that we have.
How many total devices, so to speak? The actual
Well, there's
and how long does it take to set them up?
We're going to have about 10,000 going off tomorrow, all said and done. Tomorrow we're going to get here so about 9 o'clock. We'll work right till probably 6 o'clock. It's an all-day affair. Once we put everything in, we cover it because this is a musical. And sometimes with fireworks, you got racks right next to each other. You don't want anything to go prematurely before that hit and the song comes.
Talk about like maybe the safety precautions that you guys do with all of this.
Well, everything's nailed properly. We inspect our racks. We clean them out before we put any product in them. Everything is secure. Everybody here has been at least 10 years plus experience. So, we take everything safety, obviously, to the fullest.
And what brought up the idea to have the in and out of the water pieces that you decided to add for this year's show? How did that come about?
Well, you listen to songs, and there's a lot of new products out there, and we've tried it in the past here and there, and each year products get that much better. And we have some really new products this year, and it's supposed to be awesome.
Not to spoil the show or anything, but what kind of fireworks, like what's actually going in these? What is a firework?
What is a firework?
I know the idea, but for this, what are we talking? Like this?
Well, we have 2.5 all the way up to 5-inch here, because we have all these buildings here. So distance, we have to have the proper distances from buildings, from where the people are housed. So we have to have a distance. So 5 inches is the biggest shell we could shoot here. We have what we call cakes. They're multi-shot. Could be anywhere from 49 to 600 going off in a matter of 15 seconds. And a lot of them will be in the water. Again, this is what's going off on the left side is going off at the right side and in the middle at the same time. So it's spectacular. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Yeah.
Could I just get everyone together for like a group pic?
Sure.
I don't know who's too, so.
Stop that. Stop that.